and welcome to the Season 1 finale of Legion, Episode 8, entitled Chapter 8. Every episode is just chapter number. They couldn't do anything with that? Alright, so last episode, David and company broke out of his mind. They got out. Section 3 was just there, ready to scoop him up at Miss Bird's place. Her husband is out and about, running around, so he's out of the freezer. Lenny, Benny, Yellow-Eyed Demon King, Farouk, Master, Meister, Man, Shadow Guy, was locked away in a box in David's mind. But, as we saw at the very end of the episode, it was beating on the box, screaming, and eventually cracked it. You could see like a little sliver of a face sticking through the box there. I'm wondering now that they're surrounded by the Section 3 people, if Farouk Shadow King is gonna come out now and take over again, or is there going to be some sort of balance between David and this thing inside him? Because when it was full tilt controlling him, he was just walking around just poofing people into dust, doing that kind of like the Dark Phoenix type deal, just disintegration. Although she kind of cubed them into little pieces. Anyway, that's enough rambling from me. Let's just get on with the finale. So here we go. That was an interesting way of putting Legion on the screen. He's got a Harvey Dent thing going on right now. It's just a face. Like, who cares? I mean, it's not me sitting there with my face burned up, half burned up, but kind of reminds me of Mel Gibson, The Man Without a Face. Remember that movie? A government-type agent like this, don't you usually not have a relationship? Like, what do you tell your significant other that you do for work? Like, I always thought of them as, like, loners. Like, I don't care that he has a family, a boyfriend, an adopted kid. I don't care about that. Husband, whatever he is. This is the 70s, 80s, 90s. I don't know when. When are we?
And I spent 6 weeks with a tube jammed into the head of my dick while my husband cried himself to sleep every night. We were ambushed at the pool and died. So if you want me behind a desk, you better find a portable one, because the second I walk out of this room, I'm going to war.
You're right. We need to talk.
Team B.
Ready at the go point. Wait.
Personal feelings?
Intelligence gathering. Let's see what happens next.
Ah, okay. His husband is also in the agency. Okay.
The mind killer.
Fear is the mind killer.
Convinces you don't have it.
I hope he's got swagger with that cane, like Castor from Tron Legacy, the guy at the bar, or the Gene Wilder Willy Wonka.
If we don't get Amal Farouk out of your head today, he will erase you.
It's sweet, really. They think they can save you.
He heard Lenny whispering.
On the table.
Don't let him touch your hand. Is that what they were going for right there? I love how they managed to unfreeze a cryogenically stored guy with no cellular damage, degradation, but that thing is still out front, like they haven't been able to move it yet. That stick could be a weapon or a recording device.
What's your name, son?
It is a recording.
Clark.
That's why the husband said
I'm
gathering
Melanie
intelligence.
Bird.
Never underestimate your opponents, ever.
A simulation?
Whoa, Zen David! Hey, Buddha, you want to come down here? Live?
Fall in love. Have babies.
Well, see, now that's a problem, because your babies are my babies. Who wins that sandbox squabble?
You don't have to be.
I know. I don't have to be afraid, but I am, because look at you. All of you. You're gods, and someday you're gonna wake up and realize you don't need to listen to us anymore.
Hey, sexy. You can't be here.
Look, front
Oh,
door closes,
Lenny.
I go in the back. You like that, don't you?
It's your fault.
Oh, when they touched.
When you were in his head, I was in yours.
And I may not be on his frequency right now, but you can hear me just fine, can't you?
And the only way you're gonna get me out without killing him is if I decide to leave on my own.
So is she gonna harbor it now? Shadow King? Is that the deal? Like trading one host for another? But even if Shadow King was in Sid now, like, David is more powerful, right? I guess with Sid it could spread around a lot easier, but it's a personal grudge with David and a power play.
No. Tell him to move one click closer than hold.
All the way back to the episode 1 flashbacks.
It's fighting back.
Very facehugger vibe. Baby. Bam 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 bam.
You see that, right?
Send the Equinox.
It's the second name drop of a unique thing that they've done. She didn't. Don't tell me she didn't close the door. I'm stupid, Carrie. So those weren't lasers. Okay, that's good for her, I guess. Yeah, she's gonna kiss him and move it over. Well, now we gotta shoot Sid in the head, so sorry about that. Now, yeah, we really do. Mind bullets? It's gonna be like a Neo Agent Smith running at each other.
Melanie.
He remembers now. Is this Shadow King, or is this... It's gotta be Shadow King, because if it was him, he remembered Melanie. I'm really glad that wasn't the ending. I would have had some major problems. So what does Oliver know, and where is he going?
You remember how you told me not to be afraid?
That was a mistake. We're gonna need to work together now, though.
Hey.
No. I'll talk to him.
Good detail that they put glass on her, because shit was blowing up all over the place. On him, too. It wouldn't just be them laying on... Okay, I like that. The fact that he remembered Melanie moments before he got attacked makes me think... And because Oliver was in the ice cube, you know, locked away in the mine, so to speak, I thought he'd have a keener resistance to this whole thing. That was a good shot. That was a good transition, or reveal.
Where should we look first?
Someplace warm.
What are they looking for? Or who? Every time somebody's feet are up on the dash, I get worried that an airbag is going to go off and blow their legs behind their head. In real life, in film, like, it scares me. This can't be the ending either, though, right? Maybe. It was... No! Okay, post-credit scenes. There's the thing outside still.
South. They're headed south. What is that? Is that one to carry?
I think it likes you.
Hit it! Hit it with a bat! You're on a list now.
Oh, what the fuck?
No!
Alright everyone, that was the episode. The finale. for season 1. Mixed feelings. Overall, I like the episode. Them trying to exorcise the Shadow King out of David wasn't really working. It had told Sid that, you know, the only way I'm getting out is if I want to leave. You can't force me. And even though it looked like it was starting to work, Carrie said it's fighting back, it's resisting. It had a little face hugger finger wrap thing going on David's mind. His nose was bleeding. Sid knew what she had to do, went in there, provided herself as a host, and it jumped to her. And then then it jumped to Carrie. And the Section 3 guy, I don't know how well they'll be able to work together. I mean, it's a common thing where enemies have to unite for a greater foe. But in this universe, in the X-Men universe, practically every time like Magneto and Xavier work together to fight against somebody, there was a twist at the end when Magneto would put his spin on it. So they're heading south, or somewhere warm, and then David said south in the post-credits scene. So where? I don't know what that's in reference to. And then the post-credit scene, David was out on the balcony, this little scanner bot flies up, and they're like, oh, it's cute, what is this? Oh, like, in what world do they live in? I mean, I'm pretty sure that's a Section 3 thing, because twice during the episode, one of the commander types, back with Section 3 said, send this. Or another time he was like, send this one, and he did two named things, which I don't know what they're referencing to or referring to, but I'm pretty sure that had to be one of them. It's got to be some sort of mutant tech as well, some sort of combination of mutant power and technology, because you just can't dematerialize someone like in Star Trek and put them in a little ball. Like that type of thing worked in David's mind because it was, you know, representing concepts of isolation and containment, but in the real world, there's, you know, with matter, there's consequences. So I still am surprised we haven't seen any William Stryker or at least obvious references to Stryker that I've heard. Alright, well, I hope you all enjoyed Legion. I did. I knew nothing going into this, and I know just a little bit more than nothing going out of it. But anyway, that's enough rambling from me. I thank you all so much again for being here, spending your time. I hope you enjoyed. Again, thank you so much, and goodbye.